pleasured by dressing like women, and then they want to go parade themselves around women. And you tell me, Britt, what kind of like trans person who's not an autogynephile walks in there and says, "Ooh, titties." Again, it's an accusation to which we don't have his response.
Yeah, I was thinking on all of this, and the whole trans ideology is unsustainable because it's not real. There is no such thing as trans. There is no such thing as transgender. And I was thinking about how important words are in the world, and how they almost act as the bodyguards of ideas. And as soon as you start conceding words and adopting a new language, you start adopting and embracing ideology, and it's hard to get out of that. So as I was reading this story, I thought, the word trans and the word gender, well, you can't trans sexes. There's no such thing. A man cannot become a woman. So we need to stop using the term trans. And then gender didn't come around until the 1950s with John Money, who was this corrupt, fraud, perverted doctor whose experimentation on these two Reimer boys ended up in an abject failure, and all his receipts were completely fraudulent. And the boys, both of them, ended up committing suicide. But he hailed it as a success, that you can actually force a child. His word was that children are plastic, and you can cause a child who is a boy to become a girl. And he played this out with these two Reimer brothers, and these boys ended up committing suicide, both of them. Just absolutely tragic.
Both of them did? I knew the one who he tried to say was a girl when he was really a boy. He killed himself with this. Oh my God.
And there's a lot there, but both were death by suicide. So you look at where the word gender came from. Gender comes from that poison. So the word gender comes from John Money's perverted, disgusting, debased, chaotic mind. The word trans cannot be applied to sexes. You can't trans sexes. So therefore, the word transgender is a made up lying word. It does not exist. There is no reason to use that word in our English language. And as soon as we start using that word and we're applying it to guys like this disgusting student who's a man playing against girls, we cede truth, and we're saying, okay, we'll adopt your language. It's a transgender playing on a team. No, it's not. It's a perverted, a perverted boy that has something very wrong with him mentally, who's being allowed in women's spaces. And this ideology is going to run its course. It's not sustainable, but so many girls are going to be hurt mentally and physically because of it. And I think one of the first steps is to stop using made up words. And one of the ones that we have to stop using is transgender. It does not exist.